I am going to talk about crawling. So it's developmentally one of the most important stages for establishing core strength, shoulder and hip stability as your infant grows to transition to walking. But it's something we don't do a lot as adults, and we should, because anytime we've had some increased weakness or deconditioning occurring in our body, especially through the shoulders, hips, and core, hello pregnancy, it's really important position. So it's as simple as crawling. I mean, in therapy, we're calling it quadruped, and there's a lot of exercises we do in quadruped. Almost any exercise, especially core ones, you can do in quadruped, and I encourage that before doing things in different positions. So with crawling, just getting down on the floor each day, you can make this really mindful and an opportunity for re-establishing some really good shoulder stability, hip stability, and core stability. The key here though is that when you're in the crawling position, that you're maintaining a natural curve of your spine and neutral hips. So what are neutral hips here? Well, that is harder to gauge, like where am I tucked, or am I overly, am I anteriorly tilted or posteriorly tilted? But what I look at, and it's great if you have a mirror, is your spine. So a lot of moms will kind of flatten their back out to like get their core lifted and engaged. So you can engage your core without flattening your back. So my core is relaxed right now, and now I'm engaging it. And notice the curve right here did not change. All right, so watching that, and then also watching that you're not having a sway back, and in this position your tailbone is far too elevated. Okay, so keeping a good natural curve. And as you're moving, you're engaging, pulling those hip bones together. You can be doing a Kegel, belly button to spine, and ribs down your core. So I go forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and it's alternating as well. We don't go forward on the same side, so alternating. And keeping as neutral a spine as you can, and just this crawling action is being as stable and steady as you can be. So I would always just go forward and back. Okay, notice I'm not having a lot of wiggle through my hips. I'm trying to keep them as stable as possible. And I'm going front and back. A great little drill to make sure those hips are nice and stable is to put a block here. So it's not on your lumbar curve, which is here. It's on your sacrum. Get it balanced there. And as you're going, you're trying to make sure it's not moving. Okay, real stable hips there, and I have to engage my core to make this happen. Now with young children, we all have some opportunity to get down on the floor and practice crawling. Careful about wood floors. I don't advise doing a lot of crawling on wooden floors or tile floors. Doing it on something softer, or just putting down a yoga mat right where your child's playing. Is a great opportunity to just get down on your hands and knees, coo and google your little one, while getting some natural functional core engagement involved. So I hope you find that helpful, and it's something that is easier to sprinkle into your daily routine than maybe laying down and doing a more formal core exercise. Great for those first 6 weeks postpartum, also great in the later stages of pregnancy.